You got me blinded, you got me sleeping rough. You got me hiding, looking for someone to love. You got me tongue-tied, I can barely speak like, but I ain't giving up. From your touch to your smile, your fingertips on my skin, I'm alive, wanna feel your lips. No regret, just love so affectionate. Just say that you'll be mine, chasing high since I was 17.
What would you rather eat, a baby goat or a matter baby?
What's a matter, baby?
I don't know, what's the matter with you? What a waste of time.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So this is podcast 003. So shit, it's 005. So it's 005. The last one, it was a Christmas special. It was at my house. We got together for a Chinese.
And a chinwag.
And a chinwag, it got a bit out of hand. But we're back in the studio.
Back to business.
Back to business. And so what date did we do the Christmas special on? What date was that?
I think it was the week before Christmas, weren't it?
No, it wasn't. Couldn't have been. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, what did we get up to beforehand? Want to fill them in?
Filming?
No, what do you want to film it? Oh, do you want to film? You messed me up now.
Do I want to fill them in? What
Yeah.
we got up to?
Tell them what we got up to.
What, before Christmas?
Yes.
So, what work-wise? Are we talking work-wise?
Yeah,
Job-wise?
events and stuff.
Yeah, so obviously the last podcast was before Christmas. We all went away, came back Boxing Day. We did our usual annual trip to Park Hall for BTID, which was class, as always. Energy is really, really good. It's a special one, I think. Everybody's extra up for it. It's Christmas. They've had Christmas Day with their families. And then everybody wants to have that nice rave. Obviously, footage was class as always. The venue's always unreal.
Yeah, I love Park Hall. Did you mention it at Park Hall?
Yeah, Park Hall.
Yeah, Park Hall's mint, man. Such a good venue. The layout. Because for BTID, their old layout at Wigan Pier was, obviously, you've been a few times. Yeah. So it's very similar to that. So that's why everyone loves it. It's always a sold out event.
With the balconies and stuff.
Yeah.
And looking down. It was good. And then, I think...
I had shut down.
You had shut down in between Christmas and New Year. What was that like?
It's good, man. It's under 18s and it's in Wolverhampton, and the guys who run it are just so good, and everything just comes together so nicely. They always put big acts on. The act that they had on in Wolverhampton was J1 and a few other good.
To be fair, from what I've seen of those videos, like those kids under 18s look like they have a better time than some of the older ones that we film.
They no holding back thing. You know?
They look up for it. They definitely do.
So they must start mosh pits every track. So you think when I put it online, my friends were like, well, family were like, oh, I need to go to one of these, but you don't.
You don't.
You get done. So, I said they're under 18s, and everyone's like, it doesn't look like it, because obviously the youngsters dress a bit older now, don't they?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's fire.
We definitely stand out, don't we? Us oldies.
I don't know, man. Why do I look old? I reckon you look older than
You
me.
don't look old today, you've had a shave, but...
No, just the muzzy, though. I hate the muzzy, because even a little bit comes through, and I'm talking about my muzzy here. What happened at Pure?
Pure Garage.
It
was sick. New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. What is it? Pure Garage at Albert Hall is some of the... Albert Hall itself is just an unreal venue. And when you put Pure Garage in it, it goes off every time.
Like, we've done that event before, but for some reason, like, as soon as we walked in, it just sounded like completely on a different level.
Yeah.
It, like the sound system was unreal, and from as soon as we walked in, we got there early, obviously being New Year's Eve, and it was just booming straight away. Everybody were enjoying themselves. All the acts were class. Countdown was obviously class. I enjoyed it. You'll see some of the videos of me dancing as always. One of me dancing on like centre stage and stuff. So
I should really put that on, shouldn't I? Should I put
it on now.
Yeah, I'll play it over this now. So yeah, that's VJ going wild.
Doing a little two-step as I do. But yeah, I loved it. We're good. Obviously, so solid crew. Always good to film. And the garage DJs, and I know it's a little bit old school and stuff, but they were bringing some of the newer music in as well. Yeah. Which were good, because people were buzzing off like the old tunes that remember then. There would be like a remix of something new. So it was good. Good New Year's Eve, obviously.
Yeah, man.
Spending it with the main man.
Bang.
Yes. 2020, that's how we're rolling.
Speaking of 2020... This is it. We're in 2020, and starting it off starting the Flex podcast off.
Whoa! Just let me stop you just for 1 second
Go for it.
before we get into the introductions. While you're watching this podcast, make sure you're on our YouTube page. Make sure you hit subscribe, comment underneath. You're watching a video. You like the No Holding Back Team T-shirt? Drop a comment on there and hit the bell. Ring the bell as well so you get notified when all the new material drops. Might carry on, my mate.
Okay, so like I said, it is 005, podcast 5, and I'm about to introduce our guest. He is a very talented singer-songwriter from Blackburn, Nathan Grisdale.
You alright?
How are you, pal?
Good, you?
Yeah, man. Oh, moving this a little bit here. Sorry about
Get
that.
comfy first.
So how have you been? This is the first time we've met.
Yeah.
And obviously we didn't do much talking to run to save it for this. But let's just start off with how was your Christmas and stuff?
We're good, chilled to be fair. Just spent a bit of time with family, friends, and yeah, just chilled really.
Yeah,
Decent.
cool, man. Let's get that mic a little bit closer.
Yeah, sound.
There we go. So did you get up to anything good over Christmas time?
I went to Budapest at Christmas and
Oh, yeah.
I went to London. Absolute freezing, all Budapest.
Budapest? You wouldn't
Yeah.
think so, would you?
Hungry, innit?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's still Europe, innit? It's still.
Oh, is it? I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking, like,
What are you thinking?
What am I thinking?
My house in Budapest.
I'm thinking beaches and all that stuff. Is it not that?
No,
Nah,
you're
there's
thinking
no
of
beaches.
Bahamas or
No
something.
beaches,
Or
right?
Barbados.
Okay.
But I hate flying, me. Like turbulence, proper do me in. Hate them.
How far have you been in flying?
America, Vegas is probably the furthest.
So it's
I've
a long
Right,
flight.
I hated that flight when I went. Oh my god, it's just so long and boring, man. I can understand why people pay the extra for the nice seats and that, but
been. Yeah, it's long.
yeah, I'm not feeling the long journeys and stuff. I get to, but it's like I don't know if I've got ADHD, but I'm just like this, just looking everywhere with birds going mad. But yeah, you have to sleep that through. Did you sleep through it?
I had about 4 hours, but the rest of it's just plan. I hate flying, literally. I had to have a few drinks before. Like,
Take the edge off,
Yeah,
innit?
it's needed, isn't it, sometimes.
What about New Year? How was your New Year?
I didn't do it, you know. I just sat in, had a few drinks. Didn't do it. I'm not really a party animal, really.
Sometimes it's good to chill in, man. It's
Yeah.
needed. Like we work every New Year, so when it comes down to New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
we didn't have a bevy, did we?
Well,
You had a bevy because I was driving.
I had a couple. But even we said we thought we might nip out when we got back. We got back and then we just ended up, I think we sat in car just chatting, plans and stuff, chilling for half an hour, and then we had a quiet one, didn't we? But
It's too busy though, isn't it, New Year's Eve?
Yeah,
There's too much going on.
yeah. That's why like everything goes, all the prices on taxis and all that goes up. But it's a bit muggy, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
takes an hour to get a drink at the bar.
That's why you had free drinks then, innit?
How many tokens did you get?
A few.
Did I give you mine?
You did give me yours, yeah?
I mean, did you drill them all in?
No, I had
You
a few.
passed one to
Yeah, I had a few
who?
left. I had a few left. Just whoever. I always at the end if I've got a couple of tokens left for the free drinks. Whoever's enjoying themselves the most. treat yourself.
Was it a girl?
Might have been. It might have been a very good looking girl. You know, I just picked
What
the
did she
first
say?
person that I could see.
Oh, did you get a number for it?
No, I mean, I don't do that when I'm on jobs. You know that.
Are you saying that because you get in trouble?
Because the gaffer sat next to me.
No. Like I'm gonna go mad about you getting a number.
He'll tell us off camera, won't he?
No,
yeah.
listen. When I'm working. I'm not about that life.
Oh God, I hate this mic.
It's Mizen that he's messed it up.
Yeah, from the last podcast. Oh my God.
But yeah, no numbers, man.
No numbers.
No number ting.
Okay, Nathan, let's talk about your singing.
Yeah.
I love your singing. Like I said to
Cheers.
you when I've approached you, I've been following you for a while. So I would like to know how it all come about. I actually went onto a website. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Celebrity Bio. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
And it says you could have gone pro with football. Is that true?
Well, can't. No, not really. I mean, I did play for academies and stuff, but they over exaggerate on them sites. I'm not gonna bull. Can you swear on this podcast?
Well, it's up to you. You can
I'm not
swear to
gonna bullshit and say
Yeah.
anything. But yeah, I were at Burnley for 2 years and Preston for free, and then
Nice.
it got released from Burnley when I was like 15. Then I did sports at college, and then played for county for a year for Lancs, and then
That's still a high level though to be
that's
playing
really
for
good.
like the big clubs and stuff. And
yeah, I love footy though. I always watch footy.
You still play it as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it, but I just don't have the heart for it. Like Sunday League, it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's dangerous out there as well.
Yeah, it's
the
ruthless.
weekend you see so many injuries and
I
stuff.
know. Niv, can we get the mic a little bit more proper, like close? To be fair,
So
Yeah,
you
sound.
can move the arm. if
that
you
sounds
need to.
even better. So yeah, so is that sort of true then? I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Growing up always at academies, but yeah, I mean, as far as nearly coming pro now.
So what happened with the transition from football to singing? I'm assuming you've always been into always could sing.
Well, in school I didn't do anything because a lot of people do like obviously study music and stuff. I didn't even do that and didn't do it at college. Did sports and then I started posting videos online in my bathroom. A few of them went viral and everyone at college was just giving me shit all the time. Like, why you know how it is when you first started posting videos.
Oh no!
And then I was like just bird with it and then before I knew it, like a few went viral and just went from there. Really.
See, that's what some people get scared of, is opening up to something they're into, such as you were singing, and getting shot down by people around you. Like you said, you post something online, people at college were giving you stick and that. And it's like, what's the point in that? But it's in their face now,
the way I look at it, if people are giving you shit that you don't know, they're not even part of your life, and just don't let it bother you, innit?
They don't even matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's carry on from the start of the singing journey, basically. So let's just fill this in.
Yeah, so I carried on posting online, and then as they went viral, I was getting more likes, more interactions. Different management companies were contacting me, and then I got to actually quit uni. And my first ever live performance was my first ever. I did a 2-week tour, and the first ever live performance was the first show in that tour. So I was well nervous.
Yeah, I think so.
Horrible.
So it was quite a quick
transition
really
quick,
from posting the videos and then before you know it, you're on stage, and like you said, it was your first performance in front of people and stuff. So
yeah.
What was the one that got went viral?
I posted one called Only One. It was like a kind of deep love song piano kind of track. But before that, I did like a bullying tune that went kind of viral, had like 10,000 shares. But that went, I think that had like 90,000 shares or something, 6 million views. Like
sick, man.
Random as anything.
When was this?
This were in 2014 when I first got my viral.
Yeah, I always like from a long time ago. I've always obviously been from Blackburn, always heard of Nathan and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
we're going from there. Who did you end? So you obviously signed. That's correct.
Yeah.
So who you signed with?
They're called Divu. They're a management company and label in Kent, so I always have to travel there. It's far.
Oh, Kent.
Yeah.
How far is it from here?
At least you don't have to fly there.
Yeah, it's like that.
How far is Kent from here?
It's about 5 hours on train.
Yeah, past London.
Shit. What about driving?
I've tried it. 7 hours it took me.
Oh,
I
man.
went wrong way a few times, obviously. But
Where are we on? Okay, on the map. Where we saying? Where about is it?
Past London,
Past London. So
a bit further down.
So we're not no near the beaches. No beaches.
Yeah, I think it's not.
I've not seen any beaches, but there might be.
Yeah, but it's not too far. It's like at the bottom of the country, isn't it? So
Yeah,
Yeah, it's down south, isn't it?
yeah, if my geography's right, I've not been in a geography class for a long time, but
I guess it needed, man. But yeah, so going from there, getting signed. So how does the whole process work? Because we're not. I don't know how. No one really talks about it, if you know what I mean. So going from do you have an agent?
Yeah, management and then like a separate label as
Management
well.
and separate label. So when they sign you, how does that work? What sort of, without going into, I don't know. I don't want to start getting all info. How much you nothing like that. But yeah, what was the transition? Because obviously it seemed like it happened so fast. So
Well, the first management company I was with, I'm not with them anymore.
Right.
So I was with them for about 2 years. He just randomly asked me in for a meeting. I'm like, this is a bit scared. Because obviously you're a bit wary at first.
yeah, of course.
And I brought my mum with me. She just talks all the time, so I just let her do a bit of
best
talking.
person to bring
Yeah,
for
exactly.
a bit of backup, definitely.
Yeah, and then I just went from there, and then it was on like I think did like half a year contracts. I was a bit skeptical. I didn't want to sign anything too major, and then brought that only one tune out, and that dropped like number, I think it was 21 in the whole of iTunes charts. So that was one of the first songs they ever like released, and then he signed me for 2 years, and then it just weren't working. Loads of sketchy stuff started happening. It's full of snakes in music industry.
Yeah, a lot of people do mention it, don't they?
Yeah.
It's a shame, really. But so who were they? Who were they again?
They're called Box Records. I think they might be called Keep Me Young now. I don't know what's going on with them now, to be honest. But
name change sounds dodgy itself, doesn't it?
Definitely.
When someone changes the name, something's gone on.
yeah.
It's either the tax man or dodgy stuff. But so who are you with now again? Sorry.
With Devu.
Devu, that's
Records
it.
now, yeah.
Devu. So are they a good company? Are they going cool with them?
Yeah, they sound well. The way it works, like, there's a management company, and then I release on the label, which is in Kent as well. Really nice studio, record down there.
Nice.
And yeah, so it's good fun. But the music, you never know what's going to happen with the music industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit and miss. 1 month it'll be sick, 1 month it might not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does change up quite a bit.
Sometimes being in the right place at the right time with the right song as well, and stuff.
That's it.
I want to talk a little bit about your following, because you've got a massive, dedicated fan base, really, from the videos that you post and stuff like that, which I think's class, by the way. Like, obviously you started off posting videos, like you said, on Facebook, and from like now, I think you're in like the 800,000 sort of likes.
Like 830 or something.
That's a crazy number. That's good, man.
And I know you signed to a label and you're making that sort of music to put out to put out into the charts, whatever. But a lot of your videos and stuff that you do, when people take from those videos, like you do a lot of songs that help people, is what I'm trying to get at. It's like a positive, whether it's either positive or you're helping someone through a certain situation. Like, you can see from the comments, it really touches people.
Yeah, I write a lot of deep.
Yeah, but I think it's really good.
That's what music's about, man.
Yeah.
When people listen to music to escape and for like a haven and stuff like that, sort of to help with, you know, what's going on in their lives, and it's important. That's why human beings are so attracted to music. It's important for us, man. So
a lot of people write tunes about like girls and getting pissed and stuff. That's just not me.
Yeah.
That's like writing real stuff that affects other people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think when it comes to like, so obviously with rappers and stuff, because it's different backgrounds in it. So if they're rapping about people dying and getting killed, then that's what they're surrounding, isn't it? So, and that's like, so it's, when people are out, all these nice people who've been brought up nicely, all drunk, but in the club, and then they'll get wild off a track that says "I'll shoot you."
That's what I mean.
It's crazy, but like it's the real ones, man. Ones with the meaning behind it that will go a long way and will be.
That's the sort of music that makes you feel a certain way, and that's what music should do.
And that's it.
And that's definitely what your music does, Nathan. To people obviously reading the comments and stuff. Is that something that you aimed? Is that like what you're trying to do? Is like obviously help these people and stuff, or do you feel pressure now because you've got such a big following and all the comments? And stuff?
Now I'm kind of scared to switch up the because obviously everyone's loved the deep, meaningful songs. Yeah. It's a bit like do I like release an upbeat tune? Will it flop? Do you know what I mean? But then I don't know. I like writing like deep stuff, I guess.
Well, if that's what obviously if that's what you're aiming for, then that's fine as long as. When someone starts telling you what to write, then it's a bit different. Does anyone tell you what you should be writing? Or
well, there was a lot of songs when I first started releasing songs. They were like inspired by people that messaged me. So this guy that was on Frontline, he was like a soldier for like I think about 15 years, and he messaged me with his story because I didn't know much about like the war or like that. And it was called Lone Soldier, and loads of people related to that. And basically, he sent me a massive paragraph, and I just turned that paragraph into a song and then released it.
Sick.
So
you was on a video with, is it? I don't want to get this wrong. Was it Tyson Fury?
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
So how did that come about?
Oh God, this is a long story.
Yes, let's go.
We've got time.
Basically, Billy Joel Saunders, the boxer, messaged me. Like, you're right, mate. I love your stuff. I'd love you to sing at this little lad's funeral. So we're like, is this even Billy Joel? Because he messaged me on my private account. I'm like, is this even Billy Joel Saunders? So we're like, is this a real account, mate? Just wondering before I inquire more. And then he sent me a voice message like, yeah, this is my account, my man, all this. So we're like, sick.
Sick.
And then basically we went from there. And then he rang me up and said, there's a little lad called Denver that's basically passed away of cancer. He used to go on Billy's like ring walks and stuff. He got really close to him over like 3 years. And then I turned up at the funeral, met Billy, met a really sound guy called Benny, and then we went on a night out in Norwich. Obviously this is the first time I've met him. And then as we're walking, there's like massive queues for clubs, and then obviously with Billy.
For
He
Joe
just gets straight
Saunders,
in.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just, absolute mobbed as he went out. And then, anyway, the next morning, it was the funeral.
Yeah.
And I was sat next to Billy for like, obviously, while the ceremony was going on. And then, I sang a song called Heaven that I wrote.
Yeah.
That got requested by the little kid's family. And then, it was deep, man. But, yeah.
Did it go?
Went to plan.
That's all. Yeah, I was hoping for you to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I guess it would have been hard to sing at a funeral. Obviously, it was your first.
Yeah, my second,
your second?
one before that, a guy fell off a scaffolding and left behind 5 kids.
Oh, shit.
And so I'm there and I sung a song called Daddy's Little Girl that I wrote, because obviously it's a dad that's died, all these kids are up front crying their eyes out. And I had to sound check it first with the priest in it, yeah?
Yeah.
And then it was halfway through already, so basically I was singing and then the track cut off. So I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to carry it. While bear in mind the body's being carried through. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
And and then I just carried on. My legs were shaking because obviously his little kids crying up front, and pressure, got through it. But that was hard. I nearly started crying because obviously I was sat like. They put me in like a seat next to all the family and stuff, and they were all crying, and then all the speeches and stuff, and that was probably the hardest thing.
Obviously, you feeling the emotions as well. It's an emotion-filled room, in it, and
how did the music cut out?
I don't know. Probably. Well, it's not like it's a sound guy. It's just a priest that's
No
but,
DJ.
But then after that, the wife was like, we followed because he used to listen to my music, so that's why she contacted me, and then. She was like, if anyone wants to help towards Nathan's career at the end of this, I was like, what the hell? There's a bucket and you can put money, and John would have really liked that with a guy that passed away, and there was like, I think there was like £1,000 in notes in the bucket. So I can't accept this. They were like, but it's crazy.
That's amazing.
It is, Mum.
It's amazing to think that, like, as a person, you're affecting so many people.
Yeah.
It's like in a positive way. You're helping people. Like even career aside and stuff, whether nothing amounts to anything, like you've still helped all these people.
Yeah, exactly. It's more. You can't buy that. Do you know?
Exactly.
What I mean?
That's what I was trying to get. You can't like that.
If you can do that in your life, then it's better than anything. To be fair, making other people happy and all that. So if we're going to, let's go back to the X Factor.
Yep.
What I didn't know, what VJ just told me about half an hour ago, that. I even know I should really start at the beginning. Yeah. I'm going to cut it.
That's how we're going to say it.
It's going to be a long story anyway.
Yeah, right, okay. Well, I'm just cutting because I just really want to know this bit. Is it true that the church challenge, that they cut out a bit of your scene? That's true. Okay, let's rewind and go back.
Yeah.
Let's go back. So, do you want to go?
Yeah. So
you go.
Talk to us about the X Factor. Like, how did it come about, and what was the process? Obviously, you said you signed and stuff. Obviously, you applied yourself. Take it from there, really.
Well, basically, I got scouted for it.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, but you didn't know they do that.
No, I didn't.
Probably shouldn't going to get sued on.
Did they tell you? Did they tell you the stuff not to say? You know,
when you go on the day, like they tell you what conversations to have and stuff like that. But obviously that's reality TV. I expected that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got scouted for it. I had to go to because thousands and thousands have to queue up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not even what they show on TV of all them people queuing up. That's basically the first stage. There's like 5. That's the first stages. That's not in front of the judges. That's in front. That's like in loads of different box rooms, and like they get you in and out as quick as anything.
But the way they cut it together is
it's like that's the day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went down to London in front of the executive producers of X Factor. Luckily, they really liked me. Called back like a week later, said you're on the show, and then God, the day's so long. I think I was waiting around for like 12 hours because they film you and stuff.
Mm-hmm. 12 hours, no sleep.
No.
And then you sung.
I think I got there at like 8 in the morning. I didn't get home till like 11, so I don't know how many hours.
So.
Yeah, wow.
But you'd be fuming, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you expect to just rock up.
Yeah. Plus, obviously, when you're tired, you can't give a good performance.
You want to be your best, don't you? You don't want to
knack it at the end and all that.
That's where they get you though. Like after I'd like sang, I was like dead emotional, and that's just not me. That's like first time I've cried in like 4 years, but
Because
that's what it does to you.
Doesn't it? It's the fatigue.
Mentally as well, because you're that, nervous and you're waiting around for hours and hours.
That's like a bit like torture. Obviously, you're nervous, you're waiting for something, and you just sat there.
That's what they want to do, though, isn't it? That's because that's when they get your real emotions, because
Yeah.
that's when you're at your most vulnerable. So.
With what is it like backstage? Is it like how they be on a TV? I know it's not.
Really, no, because there's a lot less people than you'd expect, because they do like 5 different days, and so it was my turn. I was like, oh god, because the person before got absolutely slated off all judges. And
when you went out, was it it was in the
arena?
Yeah.
Does it look bigger than it is on TV?
Small. It looks smaller.
Smaller, yeah.
It is big, but obviously because it's thousands of people. But
and at this point, is that the most people you've sang to, or something that you were used?
Sound like a big-headed.
No.
It's all cool.
No, I did a festival in Dumfries that were like 15,000 people.
So you were
unreal,
sort of used to it a little bit.
But it's just such a different surroundings.
Yeah.
And when just before I went on, I was waiting backstage, and they always have fag breaks and stuff.
Ooh, like Simon and that.
Yeah.
Scruffs.
And then they were walking past me, and they were all like saying good luck and stuff. I was like, wow, this should give me an advantage over. Lewis shook my hand, Robbie shook my hand, Simon just walked past me.
Little dick in here. Mug Simon, man.
What I like Simon.
Well, everyone loves Simon, but
Yeah, he's all right.
yeah. So
Well,
did
he's
you get
not
to
really
know
good,
Simon or anything?
It's not like what you see on TV. I mean, I got to know Louis a tiny bit, because obviously he was dead. Well, after my
Supportive
performance, he
of you,
really
weren't
liked me, and then he went backstage, gave me like loads of feedback, advice, like said he believed me and stuff, and then
Off camera.
No, that was
it all
on.
camera?
It showed it on. I got like a 6-minute audition on ITV, which was good because they cut loads of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, that was really good.
So let's talk about the chairs then. So you've done the audition.
Have we skipped? Is nothing in between that? What's happened there in the chairs?
So I obviously had the audition. I sang in front of judges. Got 4 yeses.
Got 4.
Robbie was a bit like.
I didn't understand Robbie because I had to watch this watch it again last night, and yeah, Robbie, I don't know what the fuck he's on about. I'm not.
You're not going to swear.
I said I wasn't swear today. I'm sorry.
But yeah, his missus put him in his place, didn't she?
Is that his bird?
Yeah, that was his wife.
Did you see my voice then? Is that his wife?
Yeah, because she really liked me as well. She like stood up for me and stuff, and then I think he mustn't have liked it. God knows.
It's one of them. I think he was just doing it for the TV. Just doing it.
I remember what he said. Something about. I wanted you to be at an 8 and 9, but you was a 6. He must have.
And then they said about personality, but I'll tell you another thing as well. Like they made out that when they said "tell me something interesting about you," I didn't say dogs and cats. Obviously, that's what they made out on TV. Why would I respond with that? It was Simon asked me. It all gets cut.
Yeah,
cut
it
in.
yeah.
He asked me, "Do you have any pets?" So I said, "I've got loads of Frenchies,
Yeah,
and I'm
breeding
allergic."
dogs.
I'm
And then they've
allergic
put
to
that
cats. And they have acted like that on my interesting thing. So I mustn't have been very interesting.
But that is quite interesting still. But
Yeah.
Yes, have you still got Frenchies?
Yeah, my mum breeds them, so
Sick, man.
they're annoying though, and they stink as well. But I do like dogs, but they do smell.
Oh, I love dogs. Is it true? Because obviously you should know this. I had as a reason why I didn't get a Frenchie. I have a blue Staffy now, and I wanted a blue Frenchie. But then someone said, "Don't do it." I said, "Why?" He said, "Well," he said, "They eat their own poo and they roll in it."
100%.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Little bastards.
They eat each other's.
They eat each other's.
Oh,
Absolute scram.
I'm glad I've had my tea
Oh,
already.
no way. Yeah, that's the honest reason. I was so saving up for one and everything, and someone said, I swear to God, this is what happens.
But what
I'm
is that? Just a Frenchie thing?
I don't
I
know.
think
I've got
Jack
a poodle.
Russells do it.
I've got a poodle, and he loves a bit of it as well.
Really shitting each other's poos.
No holding back, ting.
Right, let's get back to let's get off this subject of
X Factor.
eating poos. Okay, so friggin' Rob's and
Rob the knob. Hashtag.
so where'd you go from there?
So then I got 4 yeses, and then it gets even more interesting. They do everyone that gets a yes aren't actually through to 6 chair, because they skipped boot camp that year for some reason.
Yeah.
There were no boot camp. It was just your first audition. If you got a yes, it was then like you had to go back for a deliberation day. So half of the people that were there got a no. So they put you in 4 separate rooms. Some rooms are through, some aren't, and then basically the judges come in and tell you whether you're through or not. And then obviously I found out I had Louis Tomlinson as well as a mentor, which I was buzzing at the time.
Yeah. So did you get cut from no, you didn't get cut from the room. So because that's what I looked for online as well for that scene of the transition from getting the yes and then going to the church challenge, because it doesn't go straight to the church challenge, does it? No, well,
that's what I mean. It usually goes boot camp, but they proper rushed it. They went the deliberation, which they showed each, like, obviously putting certain groups through, and I was obviously on that one.
Yeah, well, you've got to come out and then they say, oh, we're sorry today. It's a no.
Oh,
line up and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, now I get you. Cool.
Bear in mind it was 1 a.m. when we got told. So
1 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to stop swearing.
So what are the production staff and stuff like with everybody? Do they treat all the, obviously, because you're there for a long time, do they look after the contestants and stuff, or is it a bit like...
I mean, they take your phones off you and stuff as well when you're in the room. Yeah,
that's bangers, that.
But
for 12 hours like this, just talking to people you've never met. So are you nervous? I'm nervous. Yeah, are you? I'm assuming that's the conversation.
Yeah, well, we was in a room for like 4 hours, and everyone's just like, "Why can't we have a phone? We're starving," and all this. And they were like, "Yeah, we're going to order your pizzas," and then they did, but way after.
Yeah,
this sounds like hell.
Yeah, nah, it's not bad. I shouldn't really.
No, I think it was just the pizza part. Taking forever for pizza, that sounds like hell for me.
Yeah,
I'm too used to Domino's coming in 25 minutes.
I think it was just a
big up Dommies.
I think it was just a margarita as well.
Margarita, where from?
I don't even think it was from Domino's. I don't know where it from. They might have done a pizza hut job. I don't know.
We rate the margaritas though, don't we?
I love a margarita.
Well, I'm singled out there then. Huh?
Do you like margarita?
I like pineapple.
I see. Wait a see. I think I seen it yesterday. I'm going. No.
Oh yeah.
He has pineapple on his pizza.
But that was like excessive pineapple. That was some.
Yeah, it was overload. You know what? I mean, totally honest with you, I'm only on the hype here where people go on about. I don't care about pineapple, but because people do.
Have you tried it though?
Yeah, it's wrong.
I think it's the texture.
It's like eating a burger, but having some having a strawberries involved with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, have you never done that?
You know what? I'm gonna try it. But yeah, it's like beef and then sweet. I don't know. The cheese is sweet enough in it, but so yeah. How many pineapples were on that pizza that you posted? When was it?
I don't know. It was in Budapest actually. They give you like big portions. It's got to be.
Did you say go wild?
So yeah, I said extra pineapple. I bet they thought that's first order we've had in a month for pineapples.
Get it all in. So yeah, let's move forward.
You've had your pizza. It's 1 a.m.
Oh yeah,
I've had my pineapple. No, I've had my margarita pizza.
But you're gutted with no pineapple.
Yeah, gutted. I asked, but I think I pushed the ball a bit. So yeah, then I got a yes there, and then you proper get to know everyone as well, because you're like, I were in London for like 4 days. You're all staying at like same hotels and stuff, and yeah, I got close to a few people, and then it was the day of the 6 Church Challenge. I were on second, and as you're walking, there's a camera following you, and it shows you on the big screen walking,
so you can see yourself.
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's a bit scary, but yeah.
I
Everything's just blank though. Like I only started remembering everything from my audition, like when I actually saw it on TV, because your mind just goes blank. My mind just went blank.
It's like when it's like I can't even say the word. I'm not even. Okay, I'll try and say it. Adrenaline.
Yeah.
So is that right? I can't. Sometimes I can't say that.
Adrenaline.
Like So yeah, when it's like same when like people are having boxing matches and that, when you can't remember most of the fight because the adrenaline.
You nearly got it.
Stop swearing. Adrenaline.
Yeah, when the adrenaline. So yeah, you can't remember the thingy.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a blank, and then like it's weird as well when you first watch it, because I got all the family round to watch my first audition, because they don't tell you like whether you're being heard or not till the day before. So I was like, am I getting cut? Am I being heard? Because
you don't know if you're going to be on.
Yeah, because there was some people that obviously auditioned, got a yes, got 6 chair, and they just got cut completely. Because if they didn't get a seat, then they don't really have to show them, do they?
Yeah,
you can just cut it.
There's a lot of people getting cut out then.
It's quite ruthless.
Yeah. Oh, it's ruthless.
They don't. Obviously, it's TV, it's money, so they don't care about a lot of people's feelings, do they? Really?
I knew when I were on second though. I thought being on second, there's 6 chairs. There were 16 lads altogether. I knew I was going to get moved.
Yes.
How many times did you get moved?
So I got moved with about 5 lads to go. And then,
So that's moved as in taken out of the...
Yeah, so loads of people were getting moved, but I would keep my seat.
Yeah.
And it's dead awkward as well because the judges are right there. They're always looking at you and stuff
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Who's to me?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
oh,
bad.
mate. I had a feeling though. I knew being on second, it's just they've got to move you, aren't they? And then
Because it's not fresh in the mind as well.
Yeah.
And then, so I lost my seat and I was like, sack this. I mean, I've waited about 12 hours. So I was like, is there any chance I can sing another song? I want to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
Respect.
so I sang another song. I sang 1,000 Years and it was all going well. And then I'm kind of glad they cut it and kind of glad, I don't know. At one stage I was like, I wish they'd have shown it, but the note at the end, man, I gave it too much.
Oh,
and
right.
went way off. Not way off, but I mean, I could have sang it better.
Right.
But
So, and that was the bit that didn't go on TV.
yeah, but it just looked like, the only thing I was bothered about, it just looked like I walked off like I weren't bothered. That's how they edited it, do you know what I mean?
Right.
But really a fault for you.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then I got a seat back and then lost it like with 2 lads to go or something.
Shit. Gutted, man. So, clearly it's not stopped you.
Nah.
Has it motivated you?
Yeah, well,
Clearly, yeah, definitely.
what I wanted from it was just a bit of extra exposure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a TV show at the end of the day. You've got to expect to...
It is free. It's basic. You don't pay for anything, do you? So it's
No.
free exposure, and it's you're sort of like collabing with other people, and that's
It's experience
that's
as
what
well
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
game, in the music
Yeah.
industry
Yeah.
and stuff, and what it's going to be like. And
But then when it showed me getting kicked off, like my name was like trending on Twitter, like 100,000 people are tweeting and stuff like that. Mad.
That's madness.
Because Louis Tomlinson tweeted, he indirected me, saying, really like Nathan, cool sound. Shame I had to get rid of him or something like that. And
it's a bit of a mad one because he seemed like he did have a lot of love for you. Like he obviously came backstage after your first audition, spoke to you and stuff, and so it's a bit of a mad one. But what's not meant to be is not meant to be.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That wasn't the path that you were meant to go down.
Yeah.
doesn't stop anyone, does it?
Like just going back to it, would you like any aspiring singers? Would you recommend it? Would you say is it an experience that you'd tell them to do, or would you say, look, I've done that, don't try this, go this way?
I'd probably say if you can cope with rejection, go for it. But it's ruthless. Like, I knew what to expect. So, but X Factor's not as big as it was, though, is it? If you look back like 10 years from that, you'd have fully blown up even with just one.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember it from the first days, man. It was like the biggest one ever to come from X Factor.
Leona Lewis were big, weren't she?
And who else?
JLS, they used to like they were
JLS.
big, all that in the olden days and stuff.
Obviously, One Direction.
Yeah,
Indeed.
but they didn't win though, did they?
No, I think they
Came
came
second.
second or third, I think. Because were that the Ollie Murs year? Because he might have come
Yeah,
second. Who won that year?
No, Matt Cardle came first, didn't he?
Oh,
I think.
it?
Yeah.
Because I remember Harry Styles, there's a little clip of him saying, I'm not going to, well, I am going to swear. he whispers like the guy wins and Harry's like, well done, imagine all the pussy you're going to get now.
That wasn't Harry Styles. Harry Styles.
I'm sure that was Harry Styles.
That was
who said
to
that.
the other guy that is a sick singer. I forgot his name. I'm
sure Harry Styles said that to the guy who won.
It was Harry Styles said that's the guy who won.
Yeah.
All right.
When
I don't know.
when it got
I don't think
announced,
it was one of his mates that said it. I'm sure of it.
You usually prove me wrong, so I probably could be wrong. But
Let me tell you well, do you know who the guy who won?
off the top of my head, I think Matt Cardle won.
Matt Cardle.
And like they got announced, and it shows him on the stage, and
'Cause the
there's-
video's
you can-
online.
Yeah, he's
I
lit,
thought,
and he says,
I'm trying to think what year James Arthur were. I used to listen to him loads.
Yeah, he
James
were
Arthur,
good.
he's
He were
sick.
good.
Matthew Corville.
Cardle.
Corville.
I just what is it? Cardle.
CARDLE.
CAR.
Did you hear
Cardle.
about that when did he try?
Yeah, that was him.
Did he try? He tried suing Ed Sheeran, didn't he, for copying his song, his melody.
Was that him?
Yeah.
No way.
Who,
Did
Did you hear about
Ricardo?
that? Yeah.
No.
I think he got paid out like $1 million or something.
Happy days. That's why he's been
yeah.
quiet. Then he's been spending his million.
So obviously, if he's won, then he has nicked it then.
No, what happened was
Yeah, but what? There were another one as well. They're quite.
It happens quite a lot.
Sorry, Nathan. Go on. I'll let
you're
you-
all right. Matt Cardle basically released a song like 6 years ago, and Ed Sheeran. I'm trying to think what song it was. It might have been Photograph, but the melody's like exact same if you listen to them. And obviously, Matt Cardle's team's got on and sued them. So
Be wounded, especially if it's the track was that old.
Pocket change to Ed
But it's
Sheeran.
hard. There's that much music.
no,
Obviously,
anyway.
some things are going to sound this. You can't totally remake something all. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be aspects
Yeah,
of.
there's so many songs out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, life after X Factor, you obviously didn't get through, but you carried on. Carried on, and you obviously clearly didn't give up. And how many tracks have you dropped since that?
I've dropped 3, I think.
3.
I dropped 2 of which I can remember. Heaven I dropped. That did really well.
Yeah.
That was one that's probably actually my biggest viral song, Heaven, because it's about like losing a loved one. Loads of people can obviously relate to that. And I think that's got like I think that's similar to that only one. I think it's got like 6 million views on Facebook. But when I released that, I should have released it straight away. But I waited like 5 months to release it. It did really well. Dropped to like 19 in main iTunes charts, which is mad.
How come you waited with it? How come you didn't get it out?
I don't know.
Did anyone tell you to keep hold of it for a while, or?
Yeah, well, sometimes the way it works when you got management and labels and stuff, it's set schedules on what to release. Before that, I'm sure I released another track before that. I can't remember, but
Like, when you were applying for the X Factor, were you signed then?
I had management, yeah.
Right, so you weren't.
They was cool with doing this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. There's
Right.
loads of everyone that does it now. They're
But
all
then-
on management and stuff.
So, like, say for example, you did go on, progressed, and you got to a stage where would they still be your management, or would like Simon's team take over? Or what? Like, they must expect.
Do you know what I didn't know though? If I had got to live shows, you're contracted to 6 months to them, and you can't like release any music. Even if they don't want to sign you can't release any music for 6 months.
That's muggy, that.
Yeah, because they put you on the tour and that, don't they?
Oh, did you go on a tour?
If
yeah,
you
true.
get to live,
last 8, I think it is,
Is it?
isn't it? I think so.
they go around all
Well,
the
I'm
regions.
assuming there's be in that 6 month, a lot of money's involved. Has to
Definitely,
be.
and
There would have
that's-
been. Yeah.
That's the most time you're going to be.
Yeah, because that's when you pop it off, you know, after X Factor.
Right. So I guess it's fair. Like, if there's money, if the bills are being paid, then I guess it's all right for that 6 months. But
Yeah.
so no, if people are eager to get music out, then I guess it would be harder for them.
Yeah.
Like when you did come off the show, did it work? Did you feel like you had a lot more exposure? Did your numbers go up and stuff? And
I mean, it was dead. When they first put the clip on and stuff, and I announced it, everyone was like, that's the guy that went viral in 2015. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
has maybe not seen me since then or whatever. And yeah, it went nuts because if I always wanted to know what it was like to look at someone's phone that had just been heard on TV. And it was pretty mad to be
Ping,
fair.
ping,
but
ping,
yeah,
ping,
yeah,
ping,
yeah,
ping.
But yeah.
But you must get that all the time now, obviously, because
Yeah.
like the amount of comments and stuff that you get, and on your phone must always be ringing with notifications and stuff.
I've knocked them off.
Yeah, you have to.
Kills
man.
my battery.
You have to. So your recent track, Don't Give Up.
Yeah.
We watched the video and we read obviously what you said about it. There's I can't say this word either. Proceeds. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm terrible with words. Proceeds go to
Special needs.
special needs.
charities.
Yes, yeah. I struggle with that word as well. But yeah, that's cool, man. I love stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people should do that. It's freaking good. I love it. So talk to how'd you go about? Because obviously you went to a school in that music video. Where was the school?
The school's in Kent. It's called 5 Acre Woods. I'd performed there like 2 years in a row because they do like a summer festival where all kids like get dressed up and stuff and watch loads of live music. It's dead cute to be fair.
Cool, man.
And then I just thought, why not try and get a music video in that school? That'd be sick because then they'll all be buzzing off that, and then I can then raise money for special needs charities. So
That's good stuff. How was the kids with the? Obviously, you could tell they were having a good time in the video and stuff. So how were they when they are filming and that?
They adapted to it really well, because I thought it'd be like, because
Bit hard work.
obviously
Quite
they're only
difficult.
young, they've got special needs, so it could have took a few takes, but they adapted to it straight away. They were class.
It looks so natural as well. It looks,
Yeah.
I love all the videos.
That's best one. That's best music video I've done with him.
Yeah, it's the vibes are just so good. It's just one of the videos where you're smiling all the way through.
Yeah.
Did any kids like sort of like you remember them forever? Like they had one or two.
There was a little lad. I don't know if you've seen videos. A little lad with glasses. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Little lad called Finley. Oh, he's so cute.
You look cool, man.
On the, I think 4 or 5 days before we released a music video for it, we did a premiere at the school for all the kids, and they put like a red carpet down.
Yeah.
I was walking up red carpet with him. We were like, "I'm really excited to see it, Nathan," and stuff. And then I met his mum and dad and stuff, and yeah,
that's too cool, man.
So are you an ambassador? Is it an ambassador? For the school?
For that school. Yeah, it's the biggest school in the UK as well. 500 special needs kids at that school.
Damn, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
And obviously the video did really well. Yeah. Smashed it. I think were you number one in the iTunes
for
video charts?
3 days. Yeah, full
man.
iTunes charts. Yeah,
that's unreal.
Especially around Christmas as well.
Definitely.
Like,
yeah.
We all Christmas tunes.
What date did it drop? The 20 something?
22nd. Yeah.
22nd.
You know more than me.
Well, we have to do a bit of homework, don't we? So yeah, man, I love the song, man. It's really good. Like I said, the music video is just one of them ones where you're just happy just watching them.
Should we put a little clip of it on so they can see?
Yeah, if it's okay with you and your management and all that.
Yeah.
We'll play a short clip of "Don't Give Up" by Nathan Grisdale.
When the lights go out and you're too blind to see, just take my hand and you can follow me. When you're lost like stars beyond the fallen trees, I'll give you hope and power to believe. You're stronger than you know. Don't need to be all on your own. Bring the soul I've ever known. Not letting your emotions show. I know it gets the best of you. Being strong can be hard to do. When the lights go out and you're too blind to see, just take my hand and you can follow me. When you're lost like stars beyond the fallen trees, I'll give you hope and power to believe.
Alright, cool. So yeah. So we've covered your music. Not all of it, obviously, but we've covered your latest one. What's coming up for you? Is anything you can share with what you've got planned for this year, big 2020? Obviously, there's loads of months left of this year. Have you got anything coming up?
Yeah, so I've got a track that I'm working on with a Belgian producer,
Nice.
and Warner are getting on it as well. Russian Warner, so hopefully,
Russian Warner?
Russian Warner Music. Yeah, so obviously they'll be smashing it over there, and then
Nice.
just working with different producers, writing, and then planning another tour as well.
Nice.
So usually we do it with like companies, but we're just going to invest. My management's just going to invest money into it and just do it ourselves because it's just extra percentage. Because
it's a bit cut.
It's all good going with like promoters and stuff, but I mean they're only putting the tickets on sale. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you got a team that can,
do it.
Yeah, do it and purchase them all the bits that's needed, then let's go for it.
I've always thought as well, and especially now with social media, because you see artists touring more, you see more of what it's like behind the scenes. It always looks so class to go on tour, just like the tour life, visiting different cities, performing, sharing the love. And
yeah, it was the first one I went on were mad because they just splashed out on like a sick tour bus. Because like my first ever tour, like when I was getting these viral videos, I'd never sang live. We sold out like a 2.5 week tour. We're like, this is mad. And then the tour bus, she slept in it. Like it had a kitchen,
sick.
like Xboxes and stuff in every room. It was mad.
So where did you go touring? The first one,
if I can remember it.
How old were you?
Portsmouth. I think I was 19.
19.
I thought you
Okay.
were going to say 9 then.
I was like, shit.
Yeah, I went 9. Imagine.
Where did you go?
I went on top of my head. Went Portsmouth, Southampton, London, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Ireland, Manchester, Portsmouth. Where else?
And is this a headline tour for you?
Yeah.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's all
fun,
over the
man.
country.
That sounds fun. But at the same time, I bet it's a bit stressful. Was it stressful? Or did you have people being stressful?
First time proper away from home, and everyone on the because I had a band and stuff as well, and they were all like smoking weed and stuff on bus, and I can't stand
Scruffs.
the smell. I can't stand the smell, and so I mean, it all kind of got to me in that moment. I'm definitely not a diva, but for like, I said to my management back then, it's a different manager. I was like, they rather stop smoking weed on the tour bus, or I'm not doing this tour. We're like, I can't believe I said that.
Listen,
but I mean,
you've got to be comfortable.
You're the show.
That's it.
What you says goes. And if someone can say diva or whatever, it's one of them. It's if the star of the show ain't happy,
Ultimately, it's going to affect your performance as well.
If your vibes aren't good,
That's
because
it.
some guys are stinking the coach out with friggin' weed and that, then it's a not playing ball, man.
Yeah.
So there's some good names where you've gone there. So how long were you touring for that first one?
I think it was Virgin on 3 weeks, but Ireland was definitely my favourite. Have you been to Dublin?
I've not even been Ireland yet, man.
Oh, you need to go.
It looks so good.
So good.
So what was it like?
Like the crowd just completely different. They just like they take it loud to like a next level because they kind of over exaggerated people from Ireland, like the class.
Yeah.
And it was mint. I played in a venue called Academy in Ireland, and that was sick. And then I did before that I did like an interview called RTE, which is on like Irish TV. So it was like all
big,
like happening just at one suit of my head. But
Nice, man.
yeah.
Like when you're at your shows, obviously a lot of the crowd know your songs and stuff. Did they sing back to you and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
Must be a mint
definitely.
feeling.
It's mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it, man. So did you? So you were 19. Did you not have like a film crew follow you over it, or
Yeah.
Did you?
It was weird because the year before I was it's like 2 years prior, I was in like college, so it was like
big
so
change.
random.
It's gone like from being in your
Yeah.
bathroom posting videos to...
Bet it was good. So how many tours have you been on?
I think I've been on 5 altogether.
5. Is
Yeah.
it like 1 a year, something like that?
Yeah.
Is it
It's a long process. Obviously, you've got to promote the hell out of the tickets. They've got to be on sale for a good amount of time, and then sorting all the venues and travel and hotels and all that. Yeah.
So where's the new tour looking at? What
I'm gonna
months and
try
stuff?
some different places. I'm gonna try and go like places like Devon and Birmingham and just places that I don't do that.
Yeah.
Places that I don't do that often.
What about abroad?
Hit me chin.
You get a lot of love from people overseas, and have you ever thought about doing a Europe tour? Or
We was gonna do 3 venues in France, but it proper fell through with the promotion company, and yeah, that was disappointing because that would have been class. Because loads of people were asking me to go there, just ran because you never know where your videos are gonna get shared.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
It's good with like obviously if a video goes viral, especially from a page, you can see the stats. You can sort of see where
People
it's
are
coming
watching.
from and stuff. So do you have do you check the stats? Do you see where the best basically the best views and streams are coming from?
well, on Spotify you can see them all, and I think the most popular one recently is just random. It's Sweden.
Sweden.
I don't know Sweden.
Tour in Sweden then.
I know,
You think so how many would you say that's top streams from Sweden?
Recently, yeah,
Oh, that's cold, man.
but they change all the time. But
Yeah. I like that, man. Sweden's
random that innit?
Yeah, you think, I don't know, because British people, English people don't listen to other language
Swedish music.
We don't listen to Swedish music. Sorry. But yeah, we don't listen really to, I think
I do. I listen to it all the time.
Of course you do, yeah. But I think the last thing I listened to that was in English might have been Tattoo.
Nah, what was that Justin Bieber song? Everybody knew that.
No,
Despacito.
that can't-
is big tune, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not from people that Justin's English, innit?
Yeah,
Obviously.
American, Canadian.
So it's still an English track, even though there's a bit of Spanish. Was it Spanish?
Yeah.
Thank you. So a bit of Spanish in it, but yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. We don't like go and listen generally.
Yeah. The Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da. That wasn't English. Clearly. All right, cool, man. So touring. So when does your next tour start? Well, obviously, have you not got a set date for it yet?
We're not got a set date for it yet. We're kind of looking at doing just weekends, like a tour that's every week. So Saturday and Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. So it's because obviously when people are at like college and work and stuff, like Monday night, it's just difficult. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Me and Mike are definitely on that tour.
Yeah, Sound, you'll have to go. I'll get you tickets to Manchester. You have to come down.
Yeah, we're there, man. We're there. We'd love to film it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll come. It's sort of like catching up with like sort of like, add it to our podcast. You know, in the future one, say we caught up with Nathan again.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool with that. Yeah,
Sick.
man. Sweet, man. Sweet.
It'd be really good.
Happy days. Have you got any?
I've got a few more little bits. Obviously, you've spoke about your tour. You've got new music, like what you want to push for. Like ultimately, where do you want to be? Where you heading to? What's your main goal?
Just as far as getting like massively, I mean, I've got a good fan base online and stuff, like known-ish online. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but as far as getting massively famous, I'm not really bothered about that. I just
About the music, innit?
yeah,
really?
just making money to live off, like a good steady living, and just keep spreading. You know,
I rate that.
As weird as it sounds, just positivity. Do you know what I mean?
From
It's
what-
important.
Sorry,
Go
Mike.
ahead.
From what I see, like the message that you're trying to put across, like the positive vibe, like Mike's one of the most positive people I know, and I get that from you.
Am I positive?
Yeah, of course you are.
Am I?
You help me. Well, I try and be positive when I'm
I'm
not.
positive for you.
Yeah, you give me a thing hero, but like basically, I was at work during the week and said filming a new podcast. Said it with you, and one of my colleagues like, "What Gemma?" She's called. She's like, "Wow, Nathan Grisdale. I follow him. Like he's amazing. Like the messages he's just so kind and like he just wants." He does it for positivity. That's what you're trying to push to help people to be happy, and I rate that.
Yeah, I love
Showing
that.
a bit of love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
you've got to, innit? Like if
Yeah.
you've got a platform, you may as well use it for something.
Exactly,
Yeah,
you're helping
yeah.
people.
Positive,
like
yeah.
you're not using it for your own gain. If anything, you're doing it the opposite. You're doing it because you love it,
Yeah.
which is like why I film because I love it. You sing, you love singing.
Just,
and
we're
you're
put
helping
on this.
people.
We're put on this planet for one thing, and it's to enjoy this life, and is I sound cheesy, but spreading love is important,
That's
man.
it. Got it, man.
You know.
Yeah,
I feel like I need to give you a cuddle, bro.
You wanna cuddle
Yeah,
me?
come on,
You wanna
come
cuddle
on.
me? That was nice.
I just felt it, man. I felt it.
Yeah, you felt me. So yeah, man. I like look at these happy vibes, man. You know, I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
Definitely.
But speaking of happy vibes, I seen that you are going to basically booked to perform at an autism festival.
Yeah.
Is it called that, or is it a autumn?
I can't remember what the name, but yeah, that's the basically vibe of it. Yeah, and it's a big festival. To be fair, I think there'll be like 10,000 people there as well. And what we're gonna do, I sang a song about autism to raise awareness to it, and that did really well online. And we're going to release that at a similar time that I do go to that festival. So
Nice. When's the festival?
I think it's.
Uh-oh.
What is it? I think it's in about. I'll just guess. It's in summertime. I think it might be April. Maybe.
April.
I don't know.
Should I just Google it?
Please.
So then we
Might
can
be
cut
called
you guessing.
Yeah.
Sectum or something festival. I don't know.
Spectrum. So yeah, Spectrum. It's a
April.
autumn
April. Did I get it right?
25th of April.
What a guess.
25th of April. Did you say 25th of April? Yeah.
I just said April, but
Alright.
guess, but I got it right.
And it is the 25th of April in Isle of Wight, Sandown Airport.
Big show.
So yeah, the Royal Island. I like that. So how did that come about?
Well, I think they saw that song that I put online about autism, and then invited me. I think I might be headlining it. I don't know.
So there's no
I think-
artwork out yet.
No, I don't think so. Well, they announced it on like a big news online thing. Announced it on I think it was about 2 months ago, and I was like on the front of it. So
Nice.
I don't know. I might be. God knows. But yeah, they asked me to do it, and I'm like, yeah, definitely.
You got to fly to that one, aren't you?
You joking?
no, ferry.
Ferry from where?
Southampton.
Can you get a photo? Can you get a
Yeah,
photo?
yeah. I've been to Isle of Wight. You
What-
drive down, get on the ferry, a couple of hours chill, and then you get off and you're there.
Yeah, but a flight, drive to Manchester, fly to Isle of Wight sounds better, but
How long's flight though? Do you reckon about
half hour.
Oh, I'll take it. Then.
Half hour, yeah, half an hour.
I'll
It's,
just have to bear with.
yeah.
it's nothing like them Vegas flights, God.
Yeah, you won't have time to watch a new box office movie. By the
Have you
time
been? Have you been
get
to
there.
Vegas?
I've been to Vegas, yeah. I love Vegas, man. But I didn't get a flight from here to Vegas, so I didn't. So if there were crazy people on the flight, I didn't see it. Where did I fly to? I flew to New York, and then flew to LA, and then got in a van and drove to Vegas. We did a camper van for 6 weeks, and yeah, we just went all over. But Vegas is so good, man.
I think I went for like four full days.
You can't.
So it
Did
weren't
you
long.
not?
I went to see that Tyson fight, didn't I? So
Did you actually get the tickets and everything to go
yeah,
see
I
it?
got ringside free
What?
tickets. Yeah.
Sick.
What?
Yeah.
No way. That's cool, man.
When I sang on what's the YouTube channel called, the boxing one?
IFL.
IFL. Yeah. Well, Billy was just doing an interview, and we was in the Tyson's weigh-in. Obviously, because with them, we all got like, passes
That's
to go in.
sick.
And then he were like, Billy were like, do you want to hear man sing to Coogan, the guy whose YouTube channel it is? They were like, yeah. So I started singing, and then Ben Davison, who's the trainer, he's like, Nathan Tyson wants you on stage. We're like, oh man.
Who was he fighting at this time?
He was fighting that German guy, Tom Schwartz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
So this is quite recent then.
Yeah. Probably 3-4 months ago or something.
Yeah, flies, man.
So then I just started singing, and then I had like BT American channel like BT and stuff getting me to sign release papers and stuff in case it got, because he's got a documentary coming out, so it might be on that. I don't know. But
All right, cool,
Sick.
man.
So you're still in contact with him and stuff.
I speak to Billy a lot. I don't really speak to Tyson. I'm not gonna chat and be like, yeah, we're best mates. But yeah, it's sort like first time I sang to him was at Billy had a fight in Stevenage. And then I saw Tyson Fury in hotel lobby, and he asked me to sing there. So I sang
I think
for
is
him.
that on video as well.
Yeah,
I've
in a
seen it,
hotel. And then, and then just basically, he obviously knew where we're from.
That's
from
cool,
that.
man.
Yeah.
It comes across as, well, both boxers do come across as good people, man.
Yeah.
Especially Tyson with what he's spreading and how far he's come as well. You love the
Definitely.
You love the story, man. You know it.
He's totally changed my mind. I never used to like him. I don't like
Whoa.
anyone, but no, I just always I didn't
Negative, man.
I didn't understand
joking.
him. I didn't understand him, and he come across a bit like I don't know, but from what he's been through, obviously, and how he's come back, and he's trying to spread it and help other people and show them.
He's lost loads of weight as well, and
He's class, and he's just a sick fuck. Like, we're about having fun. You know what I mean? And that's what he's about. It. Don't take life too seriously. Have a bit of fun with it. Do you know what I mean? And class, well done. I hope he bangs Wilder out as well.
I think he said on an interview he had 4 pints before a fight.
Well, back in
the night before, he had 4 pints, and he's not bothered, is he?
It's like Gaza. He used to get drunk and then
before 40.
Yeah, and go and play.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Like in big games, you're talking like World Cups and that.
That's Gaz, a huge legend. It's a massive shame to see how
it is.
How he is.
It's just not having the right people around you, man.
Yeah, it's so important to have the right people around you all the time. You know what? I don't know. Sometimes there's some people you just can't get through to, because obviously, he's around family and friends.
Yeah, I know, but even sometimes they give up, and it is difficult. You've got to have somebody there who's persistent and
it's addiction, isn't it? It's grim.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nathan, now we said we talked about what's coming up. So we mentioned that you got your tour coming up.
Yeah.
And did you say you got a track coming out?
Yeah, with a Belgian producer.
Yeah. Have you got? Is there a name for this, or is there a theme on this?
I've written the song, but I've not got a name for it yet, which helps, doesn't it?
So do you not really come up with a? When you got the bars, call them bars. Sorry. When you got
16.
When you got the lyrics out, do you not sort of, with chorus create the title?
So, yeah, just the base of the song is basically usually what the title is, or like a key factor of the chorus, or.
So is the chorus finished?
Yeah, it's all finished. I'm trying to think of how the song goes. Put me on the spot.
Are they to shows?
I'm trying to think how it goes. It goes like, I'm ready to sing a bit of it.
Of course you are. We're buzzing. Turn the headphones up.
You got me blinded, you got me sleeping rough, you got me hiding, looking for someone to love. You got me tongue-tied, I can barely speak but I ain't giving up. From your touch to your smile, your fingertips on my skin, I'm alive, wanna feel your lips. No regret, just love so infectionate. Just say that you'll be mine, chasing high since I was 17. There you go, a bit of it.
Man, that's so good. Well, that's class, man. So you've not got a name for that from?
I'm trying to think how they call. I think it's Chasing Highs. I think it's going to be
Chasing Highs.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That sounds like a good title.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, like, the process of your writing. Like, when you write your songs, like, what do you do? Like, how do you take yourself to a special place? Do you, like, what's the process behind it? I've always thought this with like songwriters, because obviously you're putting everything out, and like how
like
do you
down
do it?
to like, you know, do you have to be a certain place?
Yeah.
You know, has to be nighttime? Does it have to be on your phone, paper? You know,
It's dead random. If I'm just like proper trying to focus on writing, it just I might get blanks, but I could just be walking to the shop and a melody or something will come in my head. I'll just write it on my notes and then I'll just go from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
So it's when it pops up, it's there. Carry on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm still buzzing off that singing.
I know,
one.
man. That was good, man. I'm like excited to hear the track. But nice one for coming on, man.
Cheers for having me.
Obviously, I know you've travelled a long way from Blackburn. What part of Blackburn are you from?
A long way, 15 minutes.
What part? What part? Where?
I live in Wiltshire. Ramsgrave and Wiltshire. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
You know Ramsgrave and Wiltshire train station?
You know what?
Yeah, it's near there.
Lango. I know Lango, yeah. I know Lango. And Lango's a nice place. I'm glad you didn't say like somewhere like Shad or anything like that.
No.
Not that we've got anything against it. But.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Nah, a mate of mine. No, I don't have any mates in Shad. I'm not lying. But yeah, nice one for coming on, man.
Oh, sound nice.
Thank you so much. So, if you could, this is your camera.
Sweet.
Would you be able to tell them where we can find you on all platforms?
Yep, everything is just Nathan Grisdale, YouTube, Facebook, everything. So yeah, pretty simple.
Wow, easy. No numbers at the end or anything like that?
Nah, it's complicated, isn't it?
Yeah,
Keep it simple if you can.
If you can, exactly.
Luckily, like I searched my name on Facebook and there's only one guy that's got same name as me, and he's an American. So because my second name must be Grisdale, I don't know. There's not many people
Grisdales.
So I'll take that.
Yeah.
Happy days.
That's lucky. Like you're lucky as well, VJ Brand.
That's it.
His first name is V and a J. Have you ever heard that?
Is it actually?
Yeah.
That's sick.
I tell everyone it's called Vinnie Jones, but
I spell it when I was 2.
See, there's your chat line there. Just go in and say your name and you'll be sound.
That's it.
it sounds like a famous name. I like it. But yeah.
This is my chat up line. What are you on about?
No
holding back ting.
I love that. It's good to see that though, isn't it?
New merch.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, man.
Listen, once we hit 10k subscribers, the merch will hit the shelf. So if you like the t-shirt, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell.
People have been asking for what the phrase that Aspen said.
No.
No.
Well,
Right, cool. Sound. So that is the Flex podcast. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, VJ. Thank you, Chloe, on camera duties. Thank you. That's it. Thank you very much. Over and out.